Well, hi there, boys and girls. I'm going to give a little shout out here to my beast mode table in 6th period. That is Abby, Susie, Nick, Michael, and Grayson. So anyway, there's your shout out. We're doing Law of Sines today. You are going to absolutely love this. This is so easy. Here's your Law of Sines. It works in any of these orders. You can either put the A over the sine A or the sine A over A. All you need to keep in mind, and again we talked about this, is that the lowercase letters are going to represent sides and the uppercase letters are going to represent angles. And also something you need to know, and please write this down so I don't have to answer this 20 times in class. Side A is opposite angle A, and etc. Side B is opposite angle B, and side C is opposite angle C. So anyway, what we're going to be doing is basically just cross multiplying. Oh my lord, this is so easy. Love Law of Sines. So let's take a look when we can use Law of Sines. Now, we used Law of Cosines before when we had a side or a side angle triangle. Here we're going to use Law of Sines if we have angle side angle, or side angle. So let's just get that right after this, and let's take a look at a couple examples, and then I'll let you go. Alright, so here we go. We're going to get after a shape here, and we're going to do a little triangle. Do a little triangle here. And I'm going to call this triangle A, B, C. And I'm going to have angle A be 38 degrees. And then I'm going to let angle B be 28 degrees. Now you should know then, because there are 180 degrees in all triangles, that this is going to work out to be 114 degrees. But that was just given to us. The measure of angle A was 38, and the measure of angle B is 28. And of course you can add those up. 38 and 28 is 66. Subtract from 180, you can get that third angle. But let's just say that I wanted, and I also knew that side length A, notice how that's lowercase, side length A was 17. So we'll put a 17 across from angle A. And let's say that we wanted to find side length C. So I'll put an X across from here, across from angle C, I'm sorry. So this is what we do. We're going to set up the Law of Sines. We can say that A over the sine of angle A is equal to C over the sine of angle C. So here's how that would look. Side length A over the sine of 38 degrees, so 17 over the sine of 38, has to equal X over the sine of 114. And all you're going to do from here is you're going to cross multiply. You've been doing that since, I don't know, 6th grade. That's something we do really good in this district. Cross multiplication in the Pythagorean Theorem. So you cross multiply, so you're going to get the sine of 114 divided by the sine of 38, and then times 17. This is going to equal X. So that's all you do. So you cross multiply, and this works out to be about 25.2. So easy. Let's do one last example where we're trying to find an angle. Let me get over here and draw a shape, get another triangle, draw it out right here. So let's say we've got triangle A, B, C, and I'll have angle A be 80 degrees, and I'll have the side across from angle A be 6.5. And then the side across from angle B would be 3.4. So let's see if we can find the measure of angle B. So I want to find this measure of angle B right here. So I could do the following. Now since I'm looking for the angle, I'm going to flip that ratio around. Here's what I mean by flip the ratio around. I'm going to use this version where the angle is on top, because that's what I'm looking for. That way I don't have to, I just have to cross multiply once is the reason I'm saying that. So I'm going to set this up as the sine of 80 degrees divided by 6.5 has to equal the sine of angle B divided by 3.4. So all you're going to do is just cross multiply to get the sine of angle B. So 3.4 times the sine of 80 degrees divided by 6.5 will give you the measure of angle B. I'm sorry, it will not give you the measure of angle B. It will give you the sine of angle B. So what you're going to do to find this is you're going to arc sine both sides. So angle B, the measure of angle B, is going to be the arc sine, you got a calculator to do this, of 3.4 times the sine of 80 divided by 6.5. And as long as you're in degree mode, this will give you about 31 degrees. And that is pretty much it. You're going to love the law of sines. I will see you guys tomorrow.